Today, we're unboxing the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 in blue shadow, the 512GB model. Lift the lid and the phone sits right on top, folded and wrapped. Underneath, paperwork, same tool, and a USB-C cable. Minimal, tidy, very modern. I'll set the phone aside for a closer look, then we'll power up and talk about what's new about hardware and build.
Build quality and first impressions.
First impressions out of the box thin, light, and tightly finished. In the hand, blue shadow gives the frame and hinge a cool, understated tone that looks premium under daylight and studio light alike. The edges are clean, tolerances are tight, and the hinge opened with a confident, damped motion, no wobble, no creaks. Closed up, the cover display finally feels like a proper daily driver, comfortable for typing, maps, and quick replies without forcing you to open the phone. Open it up, and you get that familiar wow moment, a tablet sized canvas that still folds into a pocket. The crease is subdued when you're looking straight on. You'll notice it if you go hunting under reflections, but in use it quickly fades from attention. Button layout is classic fold. Power slash volume on the right rail, USB-C on the bottom, speaker grills top and bottom for stereo. The weight distribution is centered along the spine, so the device doesn't feel top heavy when you flip it. Overall, it's the most slab like fold so far when closed, and the most tablet like when open. Exactly what a foldable should be.
Displays hinge and usability.
Let's talk screens and hinge because that's the soul of this phone. On the outside, the cover screen gives you the familiar one handed phone experience, authentic full app layouts, proper keyboards, and notifications you can deal with fast. Inside the large folding display is the productivity and media canvas. Both support high refresh rates for smooth scrolling and gaming, and brightness is strong enough to stay readable outdoors. The hinge is the quiet star. It folds flatter, feels sturdier, and supports flex mode for hands free video calls or time lapses. Park it at an angle on a table, and the software shifts controls to the bottom half. Great for watching video with playback controls at thumb reach. Palm rejection on the inner display is solid, and touch response is snappy corner to corner.
Hardware, RAM, GPU, storage, connectivity.
Under the hood, the Fold 7 uses Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy SM8750 on a 3 nanometer process. CPU layout octa-core with two high-performance Orion V, two Phoenix L cores up to approximately 4.47 GHz, and six performance cores up to approximately 3.53 GHz. Graphics are handled by Adreno 830, bringing big gains in sustained GPU loads and enabling smoother, high refresh gaming on both displays. Memory is LPDDR5X and storage is UFS 4.0 for fast uploads and transfers. On this 512GB Blue Shadow unit, RAM is typically 12 GB, with some markets offering a 16 GB tier on the 1 TB. Wireless is modern across the board: Wi Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, NFC UWB on supported variants, and USB C 3.2 for wired data video out. If you run external screens, Samsung DeX remains a killer feature. Dock the Fold, and you've got a desktop style workspace for presentations or edits.
Cameras, performance, battery, and software highlights.
Cameras first. You get a triple rear camera system, a high resolution main sensor for detail and low light binning, an ultra wide for landscapes and rooms, and a telephoto for portraits and reach. On the front, there's a selfie camera on the cover screen for quick shots and a more discreet camera under the inner display for video calls. The big advantage of a Fold is versatility. You can use the rear cameras for selfies with the cover screen as a viewfinder, perfect for content creators. Performance, as expected, its flagship class. Apps launch instantly. Multitasking is smooth and you can run two or three windows without drama. Think notes and browsers side by side, or email, calendar, and chat all visible at once. If you edit photos, trim clips for social, or juggle big spreadsheets, the extra screen real estate actually changes what you can do on a phone.
Battery, charging, and IP rating.
Power is a dual cell 4400 milliamp hour pack with wired charging wireless and reverse wireless for earbuds or a watch charging. Expect approximately 50% in approximately 30 minutes with a compatible fast charger. Real world, you'll get a confident full day if you split usage between cover and inner screens. Marathon inner screen sessions still get you through with one midday top up. Ingress protection is IP48 this generation, meaning dust protection for particles larger than 1 millimeter and improved water resistance over earlier X8 rated folds. Overall, battery is enough for all day use is realistic, especially if you do a lot on the cover screen and let the adaptive refresh rate do its work. When you push the inner display for hours, gaming, maps, video editing, you'll still make it through a busy day with the smart charging habits.
Software and multitasking, making the big screen count.
One UI on Android has grown into the fold form factor. The taskbar along the bottom of the inner screen is a game changer. Your recent and pinned apps are one tap away. Drag and drop between windows works and app continuity is seamless. Start on the cover screen, open the phone, and your app simply expands without a reload. If you connect to a monitor or TV, Dex gives you a desktop style layout for presentations or quick workstation tasks. In short, One UI on Android 16 leans into the foldable form. Persistent taskbar on the inner display for pinned and recent apps. Drag and drop across split windows. Images into mail, text into notes. Floating windows for chat over docs. App continuity. Start on the cover. Open up, pick up in place. Galaxy AI features woven through text summarizing, translation overlays, image cleanups, and generative fills. If you share a lot of docs, annotate PDFs, or research with multiple sources open, the Fold's big screen saves steps and time every single day.
Everyday experience and accessories.
In day to day use, the Fold 7 is two devices in one. On the cover screen, it's a normal phone, pocketable, one hand friendly, all the reachability you expect. Open it, and it's a mini tablet, perfect for reading PDFs, reviewing slides, marking up documents, or comparing two web pages at once. Stereo speakers add punch to video, and flex mode makes hands free consumption effortless. The blue shadow finish is practical as well as pretty. It hides minor scuffs better than brighter edges, and on camera it reads professional and modern. For protection, thin clear cases show off the color without adding bulk. Dark navy or charcoal cases complement it nicely if you prefer a stealth look. If you're using a skins, a matte transparent finish keeps reflections down while letting blue shadow shine through.
Pricing, storage, and value.
Pricing lands in the ultra premium bracket. In the US, the 512 gigabyte Blue Shadow lists around $2,119 on Samsung's site, with promos and trade ins dropping it. In the EU, retail varies by region and retailer. €2,169 is a common street price for lower storage, with the 512 GB trim typically higher and frequently discounted in bundles. If you'll use the inner screen daily, multitasking docks, creator tools, the Fold 7 can replace a phone plus small tablet. If you live on the cover screen 90% of the time, you're paying for hardware you won't fully exploit. Consider a top slab and pocket the savings. This 512 GB configuration gives you comfortable headroom for 4K video, photos, and big offline media without micromanaging storage. The question is value. Is it worth it?
Final thoughts and quick recap.
After unboxing and living with it, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 earns its place as the most approachable fold yet. A normal phone when you want it, a mini tablet when you need it. The hinge feels refined, the displays are bright and fluid, the cameras are versatile, and the software finally makes the big screen feel necessary, not just novel.
Who the Fold 7 is for.
Who it's for: multitaskers, commuters, students, creators, and professionals may use for displaying and working on PDFs, spreadsheets, slides without lugging a tablet on the go. Like power users who actually multitask, two apps side by side, sometimes three in floating windows. Travelers and commuters who want a phone that turns into a reading tablet for PDFs, books, and research. Students and professionals who annotate documents, review decks, and manage inboxes while referencing notes. Creators who compose shots on the big screen, use the rear camera selfie trick, and rough cut footage on the go. If you don't want to carry your tablet and phone on the move, then this can be ideal solution if falls into easy affordability.
Who it's not for and who should skip it.
Who it's not for: minimalists, heavy stylus users, or anyone who won't use the big screen. If you want the smallest, simplest phone, a compact slab will feel easier. If your workflow depends on an active stylus with pressure levels, look at devices that support a pen out of the box. If your work is dusty, wet, or rough daily, a rugged slab with the highest ingress rating may be smarter. If you rarely multitask and mostly live in one app, the inner display could be overkill you won't fully use. After all, if you are considering it and have questions, cases, screen protectors, or setup tips, drop them below. I'll pin a comment with my favorite accessories and a 1 week battery update. If this helped, a like and sub mean a lot. Thanks for watching.